Well, hi there pluckers, I've a sore finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This one is a pretty tricky one, unless you like bar chords. If you like bar chords you'll be fine. If you don't like bar chords, this one could be a bit tricky. And it's a song that's been requested, and it's called Better Together by a gentleman called Jack Johnson. Okay, I'm in standard tuning, no capos you can see, and I'm playing it in the same key as the recorded version. Okay, he plays this song live. There are several versions of it on YouTube, and he tends to vary the tuning somewhat. The recorded version starts off in an F chord. I've seen live versions of them doing in E and also F sharp. And the other thing about the live versions is he doesn't tend to do the recorded, the intro that's on the recorded version, or the outro that's on the recorded version. So my lesson's going to be based on the recorded version, which has the intro, outro, and it's in F. Okay, so without more ado, I'm going to break it down into sections for you. Okay, I will put a link in the description box, by the way, that takes you to a video of this song, so you can hear the original. Okay, so I'm going to break this into sections, and I'm going to play the intro now. Then we'll work on the verse chord sequence, then the chords for the chorus sequence, and then we'll go on to the end of the song. There's like a bridge section, which I'll show you the chords for that, and then you'll have everything you need to play the song. And also the outro, there's a little bit different on the outro. Okay, so here we go. The intro is something like this. Okay, so it's basically played on the 3rd and 4th strings, and starts on the 10th fret. I'm using 2 fingers, and these 2 fingers move together, okay, all the way up and down, various positions on the neck. Okay, and it starts on the 10th fret, and you start off by hitting the 4th string on the 10th fret, sliding up to 12. Okay, and the 2 fingers travel together, and then when you get to the 12th fret, you hit the 12th on the 3rd, and then you hit the 4th on the 12th again, and then you slide back down to the 10th, and then hit the 3rd string on the 10th. So, got that? Then hit the 4th string again on the 10th fret, and slide it back down to 7. Okay, so then 7th on the 3rd, then hit the 4th on the 7th again, slide it down to the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then the 3rd, you hit the 3rd on the 5th. So far. Okay, do it again slowly for you. Then we hit the 4th string again on the 5th fret and slide it back up to 7. Hit the 7th on the 3rd, then hit the 4th on the 7th again and slide that back up to 10. Then 10th on the 3rd. Okay, so that bit so far then is. Then hit the 4th on the 10th and slide it up to 12. Hit the 12th fret on the 3rd, then the 10th on the the 4th string on the 12th again, slide it back down to 10. Okay, 10th fret on the 3rd, then the 4th string on the 10th again, and this time hit the 10th on the 5th. And then we go into an F bar chord. Okay, so the whole thing in slow motion is. Okay, once again slowly. full speed. Okay, right, so that's the intro. Okay, now we move into the verse. It comes straight in with the singing at that point, and the chord, this chord sequence is F bar chord, so it's 8th fret bar, and either 3 fingers like that on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, 10th fret, okay, or we play a single finger across those 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings on the 10th fret with a single finger like that. And what you need to do with this song is to hit the root note of the chord each time, because it's got like a walking bass. The bass goes, and it's most important to get that in. Okay, so each time you hit a chord you've got to try and hit the bass note that goes with it. Okay, so we start off with the F bar chord and we hit that 8th fret of the 5th string, which is an F note. Okay, so and then we strum, and then we lower, keep the bar where it is on the 10th fret or the 3 fingers, whichever one you're playing, and you lower the first finger that was at the bar down to the 7th fret on the 5th string, goes down 1 fret, so you're playing an E note, but you keep the 3 fingers or the bar where it was with the F chord. Okay, so it's, so this comes the walking bass bit. Okay, and then we just strum bum, boom, da, da. Okay, then we play a D minor bar chord. Okay, so 5th fret bar chord, minor shape, and you hit that D note, 5th fret of the 5th string, bum, cha, cha. Okay, so it's that sort of thing. Okay, bum, cha, cha, bum, da, da, bum. So, then we play a C chord, C bar chord, 8th fret. Make sure you hit that C note on the 6th string, 8th fret. Okay. Then we go to B flat, 2 frets down, 6th fret bar chord. Again hit the bass note on the 6th string. And on this one you move that first bar, first finger, back down 1 fret to the 5th, keeping these 3 fingers where they are. You just move the bar finger down to the 5th fret. Okay, so okay, got that. So far we've got, so let's do that again, sorry. Okay, and then we go to G minor, 3rd fret bar chord, minor shape, G minor, emphasising that 3rd on the 6th, and then back up to C on the 8th fret, hitting that bass note on the 8th fret of the 6th string. Okay, and then it repeats the whole sequence again for the second half of the verse. Okay, so it's okay, that sort of thing. So, let's see how far we can get from the intro then. Let's do the intro and try and do 2 lots of verse. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's it. That's the chord sequence for all the verses. Okay, and the intro. Okay, so then it goes into. I'm going to go into. It goes in. Then it goes straight into the second verse. But I'm going to bypass that and go straight into the chorus, okay? Because the second verse is exactly the same to play as the first verse, okay? So after it comes out of the second verse and you come out of that second line, where it goes, so let's do that again. Okay, it goes into the chorus like that. So it comes out of that G minor to C, and it goes down to B, C, down to 1 fret to B flat. So okay, ba, 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 da, 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 and then back to C. Sometimes he does two different styles of this thing. It sort of comes out of that last line of the verse where it goes sometimes he slides that down, sometimes after the first one we go, okay, so what's the word now? It's always better we're together. So it's always better we're together. Yeah, we're looking stars and together. Yes, we're together. Yes, it's better we're together. And off into another verse section. Okay, so what he sometimes does, sometimes first one's always like that, and then sometimes he goes ba, 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 and slides the B down to the B flat. Sometimes he does that, and sometimes he just does the ba, ba, but sometimes he does that slide instead, because right, does that rather than going dum, dum, dum. Choice is yours. Okay. Anyway, so that's the whole chorus is just that, comes out of the verse, G minor to C. Together. Okay, then off into another verse. Okay, and then towards the end of the song, he does another verse and another chorus, which we just covered. Then he does two rounds of verse, but just humming his way through it, rather than singing words. And then he goes into this bridge section, which I believe in memories. Okay, so it comes out of the two lots of the verse sequence, but just humming, sort of. Hey now, and when I wake up, so pretty when I sleep next to me, but it's not enough time, and there's no song I could sing, and there's no combination of words I could say, but I still tell you one thing, we're better together. And it goes back into the intro on the recorded version. Okay, so what that is comes out of the humming bits, which are the same chords as the verse, and it comes out of that G minor to C, and then it goes back into G minor to C. Okay, so I believe in C, so G minor, I believe in C, memories, G minor, so they look, sorry, I believe look, so they look so pretty when I'm asleep. G minor to C. Hey now, and when I, G minor to C, wake up, you look so, G minor, pretty sleeping next to me. And at this point, I think he changes to B flat to C, where it goes, but there is not enough time, and there's no song I could sing, and there's no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing, we're better together. Okay, so half of that bridge section is G minor to C, G minor to C. So I believe in memories, so they look so pretty when I sleep. So hey now, and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But this time, there is B flat to C. Not enough time, and there's no song I could sing, and there's no combination of words I could say, but I'll still tell you one thing, we're to bear together. And then it goes into the intro. Exactly the same as the original intro, but then he adds on the end of that okay, so that one, again, it's another double finger, same fret job. Okay, and it starts off on the 10th fret, slides up on the 2nd string. This is 1st and 2nd strings, 2 fingers following each other. Starts on the 10th fret, goes up to the 13th fret. Okay, so up to the 13th fret on the 2nd, hits the 13th on the 1st. And slightly like the same sequence, same idea as the original intro. Okay, so it slides up 2nd string, 10 to 13, 13 on the 1st, hits the 13th on the 2nd, slides back down to the 10th, hits the 10th on the 1st string, and then back to the 10th on the 2nd, slides it back down to the 8th on the 2nd, hits the 1st on the 2nd, back to the 8th on the 2nd. So it's okay, it's just the same idea as the other one. Hits that 2nd string on the 8th, slides it back up to the 10th on the 8th, then hits the 10th on the 2nd, sorry, and then 10th on the 1st. Okay, so far. Okay, then slides it back up to the 13th. So far. Okay, and then hits the 13th on the 1st. Okay, so second string 13, slides up to 15 on the 2nd, 15 on the 1st, 15 on the 2nd, slides back down to the 13th on the 2nd, 13th on the 1st, so far. Okay, then hits the 2nd on the 13th, back down to the 10th, 13th on, 10th on the 1st, so then 10th on the 2nd, slides it down to the 8th on the 2nd, 8th on the 1st, 8th on the 2nd, and then F chord finish. Okay, so that whole thing, the second part in slow motion. Okay, so the whole outro, when it comes out of that we're better together, sorry, we're better together, that's it. That's all the parts that I think you need to play this particular song. Sorry, I can't sing it to you. I can't seem to sing this song and play it at the same time. It's not my sort of singing song. Okay. Anyway, hopefully you'll make some sense out of that. You've got all the parts. So best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.